So oysters are like a wine. You have a vineyard on one side of the road growing a variety of grape and another vineyard on the other side of the road growing the same variety of grape, and years later they'll yield different products. Oysters are similar. You can have an oyster farm in Potter Pond and another oyster farm about a mile away in Point Judith Pond, and they're going to yield totally different products depending on how they're grown and where they're grown. A good oyster is fresh, and everything else is up to the consumer to decide what they like. Some oysters have more salt, brine taste. As you go south, there's less brininess present. Like a Gulf oyster, the most noticeable difference is it's less briny. And the Chesapeake oyster is somewhere in between. There's less variation among the same region than there is between different regions. A West Coast oyster is going to taste much different than an East Coast oyster. West Coast oysters have different species that they grow there. On the East Coast, we're growing the same species, Crassostrea virginica. On the West Coast, they're growing entirely different animals.